Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace.
On the gridiron or courtside, you know what time it is. It's
Sports plus life, sports plus life, huh?
ringside or front court or field pass, we ballin', no. Knuckle up or buckle up, I tell it like it is when I'm on my show. Home run, slam dunk, knockout, or gossip though.
Sports plus life,
Yeah.
sports plus life, huh?
Ah.
Yo, 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 yo! What's up? What's really good? It's your boy Brandon Brevon Towns, host of that show called Sports Plus Life. You feel me? Oh, and you guys know it's about to go down today, bruh. So, guess what? Guess what? Turn it off, turn it off, turn it all the way off now. Yeah. How is everybody doing today? Please allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Brandon Brevon Towns, host of that show called Sports Plus Life, that there sports podcast where we talk about all of the necessary topics in sports and all of the necessary topics in life. And I hope everybody is having a beautiful Monday, December 12th, 2022. Been a minute since I did that. But it's a nice crisp, about to be winter day, but it's Christmas time. I hope you guys enjoyed what I did at the beginning of the show. Well, it just wouldn't be Christmas if I didn't sing Silent Night at the beginning of the podcast there now, guy. Now, would it? It wouldn't feel like Christmas, but it feels like Christmas now that I've done that on the pod cast. All right, and I like to send, always my shout outs to everybody, my Black and Gold fam and my fam in general. And speaking of Black and Gold fam, let's salute and shout out them boys from Highland Springs football team, bringing that state championship back to the HS where it belongs, you feel me? Bringing that championship back to 15 South Oak Avenue with a 33-19 win over Maury, however the hell you say it. You lost, that's all that matters. Springer Nation runs this bitch, Black and Gold forever. And if you want to know who run it, we do. You feel me? That makes the 5th state championship in the last 8 years. As far as championships in that time span, you know what that means? Dynasty, baby. That's what we got. Highland Springs football is a dynasty. We busting ass and taking names. And since we had that drive for 5, 1 for the thumb, yo, let's get on our Michael Jordan type stuff and get that number 6. Get that 6 ring thing popping. So you know what? Congratulations, fellas. Job well done. Hey, yo, all the teachers and the administrators, the whole football team during this week of school, they ain't got to do nothing. Don't make them do nothing. Let them go on the Christmas break and just, let them do what they do because they just represented for us yet again. Fellas, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, and they better not make y'all do shit this week in school. Y'all got a full week pass as far as I'm concerned. All right, let me calm myself down before I get truly hype up in this bitch. Got Who Run It playing in the background. But anyway, quick shout out to Heather's Craft Haven. I'm going to say it again. You guys look out for my sis. Custom work. She does her thing. Heather's Craft Haven. The TikTok information, the Gmail information, the Facebook. You know what? Heather's Craft Haven. Hey, she Highland Springs too, y'all. She from the HS too. She the Black and Gold too. So yeah, let's support our people. And definitely one more time, Heather's Craft Haven. But A lot of stuff happening yesterday on the sports world, particularly in the NFL world. So without further ado, people, let's get to it. It is now late in the game as far as the season is concerned in the 2022 NFL season. Excuse me. And are we starting to see clarity or are we starting to see more clutter? That, to me, really is the question. And that answer is, it's really no definitive answer. What you're saying, as far as clarity, what we're seeing to me is clearly in the NFC, I think you know who the best team in the NFC is, possibly the best team in the NFL. And as far as more clutter, you have some teams that were left for dead that were pretty much saying, all right, let's look at what they're going to do draft-wise. They're out. It's time to take a flyer on them. They're done. And now they have started to ascend to a point where, okay, there's still a possible chance of them doing a wild card, making a wild card, or possibly even winning a division. Now, there are three teams in particular who I would say about a month ago were left for dead, but now could possibly, still a long shot, but could possibly find themselves in the postseason. Two from the NFC, one from the AFC. I'll start with the AFC team. The Jacksonville Jaguars have all of a sudden caught fire. Now, I haven't done the weekend review. I'm just going to kind of like a spoiler alert. The Jacksonville Jaguars have suddenly caught fire and now could find themselves possibly in a position to steal the AFC South. Possible, long shot, but anything is possible. Now, in the NFC, the Detroit Lions all of a sudden are playing some damn good football. As crazy as it sounds, those Fighting Dan Campbells are playing some damn good football and find themselves in the hunt for a wild card. And this is the nuttiest of them all, the Carolina Panthers. I mean, you trade your best overall player, which is your running back. You trade your best wide receiver. You fire your coach. You're honestly the benefit of a horrible, horrible division. But who knew? The Carolina Panthers control their own destiny to a playoff berth. And now this, to me, this is the longest shot of them all. But if they win out, they would be the NFC South champions. What a nutty season. This is the NFL. You cannot make this stuff up. But let's do the weekend review. All right, so Thursday night's game, the Raiders at the Rams. Now, we're saying the Rams. Hey, how about that? No Cooper Kupp, he's out. No Matthew Stafford, he's out. They're both probably out for the year. No Allen Robinson. Aaron Donald's not playing. Insert the recently released cut Baker Mayfield. I'm talking about bro is on the plane studying the playbook because he just got his release in Carolina. Well, we were assuming, hey, Jimmy Garoppolo got hurt. Maybe he'll find himself in San Francisco. But Sean McVay says, hey, bro, you think you can learn the playbook in like 2 days? Baker says, I'll give it a shot. And didn't start. Came in, I think, the second drive for John Wolford. And at the end of the day leads an over 90-yard drive to beat the Las Vegas Raiders at home to give the Rams a 17-16 victory. I mean, who knew? And only the Raiders, only the goddamn Raiders could find a way to screw that up. Just when you thought they were starting to look good, Derek Carr gets on the podium and starts crying. Then the Raiders start winning some games, and then you think, okay, fine, the Rams should be a pushover. They should roll. You got the owner Mark Davis sitting up in the suite next to Ice Cube, or Ice Cube sitting next to him, however you want to put it. But I mean, goodness gracious. Derek Carr has his worst game in a long time. Derek Carr didn't even throw for 150 yards. He played horrible. But Baker Mayfield comes off the bench throwing for 230 and a couple of touchdown passes, hits Van Jefferson with a couple of seconds left to win that game. So who knew? Rams, okay, you win a game. You're not relevant this season. You're not going to go to the playoffs and defend your Super Bowl title, but kudos to you. And as for the Raiders, womp, womp, womp. On the Sunday's games, huge one in Buffalo. The Buffalo Bills defeated the New York Jets 20-12. Mike White for the Jets played well, but boy, he took a beating. It was a defensive struggle through most of the first half of the game, but the Bills they win 20-12. They are now 10-3, and they are firmly entrenched in that number one in the AFC spot. Although they are tied with Kansas City, of course, they hold the tiebreaker. Now the Jets, You might as well say this is your playoffs now. You're 7-6. Your defense looks great. I think you did the right thing with having Mike White at quarterback. You're just coming through a tough stretch in your schedule. But can the Jets get into the playoffs? That will remain. We shall see. It remains to be seen if New York can do so. In Cincinnati, the Cincinnati Bengals defeated the Cleveland Browns 23-10. This is the first time that Joe Burrow actually defeated the Cleveland Browns. Go figure. I mean, he was just in the Super Bowl last year, and you couldn't beat the Cleveland fucking Browns. But be that as it may, he did 23-10, and he had to do so relatively handicapped. T. Higgins got hurt. Tyler Boyd got hurt. It was Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. I mean, for lack of a better term, Joe Mixon did play. He did come back this game, had 96 rushing yards. Deshaun Watson played better. He did play better. Wasn't able to do much offensively, but had 276 yards. But Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, I told you, watch out for them Bengals. I am certain now the Cincinnati Bengals are going to win the AFC North, as I predicted they would early in the season. They are the defending AFC champions. They are the ones who need to have some respect put on their name. The Bengals go to 9-4. In Dallas, God damn it, the Houston Texans almost made my year. Man, the Houston Texans was this close to beating the Dallas Cowboys, but the Houston Texans proved why they're a one-win team. After being in prime position to beat the Cowboys, you intercept Dak Prescott with 5 minutes left. You hit the 5-yard line, you couldn't get in for a touchdown. Why you would go, I mean, okay, I guess I can understand why if you're the Texans, you have nothing to lose. Going forward on 4th and goal from your own 2 or 3 yard line. But I'm just like this, don't pass up on points. Make Dallas score a touchdown, which they did, but then instead of trying to Hail Mary to win the game, you only need a field goal to win the game. That's just my thing as a coach. Don't pass up on points. I understand you have nothing to lose. And if you are a Dallas Cowboy fan, to those Dallas Cowboy fans who are out pumping their chest after beating a one-win football team, shame the fuck on you.
You niggas are crazy!
I can't wait to get Sean on this phone so we can talk about y'all pathetic little sorry asses. You won the game, of course you did, but you did. What are you celebrating for? You did what you were supposed to do. You're supposed to be the 1-10-1 team, but you won't supposed to need a 98-yard drive to do it. But okay, victory's a victory, fair enough, but you further let me know why it will be 27 and counting after this season. You think y'all are going to the Super Bowl? Shit. Maybe the Super Bowl in Madden, you sorry fuckers. But anyway, on to Detroit. I brought up the Lions just a few minutes ago because they defeated the 10-2, then 10-2 Minnesota Vikings 34-23. Them Detroit Lions are playing some ball. Now, they won that game despite Justin Jefferson putting up 223 receiving yards. God damn. I mean, what kind of contract is he going to demand once he become a free agent? Justin Jefferson, arguably the best wide receiver in football, but too bad you lost because the Detroit Lions, they've won 5 out of their last 6 games. Them boys are playing some ball. In Tennessee, brought up this team earlier too. The Jacksonville Jaguars, in that upset special, defeated the Tennessee Titans 36-22. Yo, I thought Tennessee had this division on lock. I did. I mean, now look, the beginning of the season, I was done with them. But I thought they had came back, shut me up, had this division on lock. Now all of a sudden they are heading in the southern direction. Jacksonville still has an outside chance to take this division. Ooh boy, things are getting interesting in Titan land. In New York, Bird Gang, bitch, the Philadelphia Eagles opened up a super can of whoop ass on their division rival, the New York Football Giants, who are free falling right now. Jalen Hurts, MVP, period. 217 passing yards, another solid game rushing the ball, combining for about 3-4 touchdowns. Miles Sanders, $144, over 1,000 yards for the first time in his career. Shout out to you, bro. A.J. Brown hit the 1,000-yard mark, first Eagles receiver to get 1,000 yards since Jeremy Maclin in 2014. Miles Sanders, first Eagles running back to get 1,000 yards on the ground since Shady McCoy. Also 2014, the Philadelphia Eagles beat the Giants 48-22.
God damn!
But all is not lost for the New York Giants because they are still right now in a playoff position, but boy, they're starting to free fall. Speaking of free falling, in Pittsburgh, the Baltimore Ravens won 16-14 over their arch rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, they were already without Lamar Jackson. Then Tyler Huntley gets hurt yesterday. So you're now down to your third string quarterback. My goodness. Baltimore, to me, seems to be hanging on by a thread. I think they're going to be a playoff team. They're 9-4, technically still in first place because of the tiebreaker with the Bengals. But make no mistake about it, the Ravens are in deep, deep trouble. The Bengals are going to win this division. All you want to do is have Lamar healthy going into the playoffs, because once you get in the playoffs, all bets are off. Home field advantage really ain't a thing no more. But boy, a win at a costly win for the Ravens, 16-14 in Denver. Man, my Denver Broncos scored over 20 points. Yeah, my Denver Broncos scored 28 points against the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, I know we lost again, but still 28 points. Boy, things are looking up. We lost to the Chiefs 34-28. Russell Wilson got knocked the fuck out.
You got knocked the fuck out, man.
Running the ball, and he got tackled on his head, and yeah, he looked very woozy, but he was given effort. I wish he'd have been given the whole damn season. Nonetheless, we still lost the game 34-28. Kansas City is now beating us 14 straight times. That is just crazy. In San Francisco, the San Francisco 49ers made me feel really good about my San Francisco versus Philadelphia prediction in the NFC Championship game, as they just beat the living shit out of Tom Brady and them Buccaneers. I don't want to see Tom Brady win shit. They got pounded 35-7. The loss didn't come without consequence. Deebo Samuel appeared to have a high ankle sprain. Look, on the play, it looked a lot more serious than it actually was. Well, I mean, it's high ankle sprain is still nothing to joke around with. But when you first saw it, he's like, Lord, Deebo out for the rest of the season. Not the case. I do believe he will not play anymore in the regular season. But Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, looks pretty damn relevant to me. As his first career start, he smokes what everybody calls the GOAT, not me. He smokes Tom Brady 35-7. What I tell you about them Niners about 6 weeks ago. They are rolling. They are rolling. In Seattle, speaking of NFC West, the Seahawks took a gut-wrenching defeat to the Carolina Panthers, who control their own destiny. With the Bucs loss, the Carolina Panthers control their own destiny to make the playoffs. What the Carolina Panthers have? 5 wins? Unbelievable. But they beat the Seahawks 30-24, and on Sunday Night Football, a game I was pretty intrigued in, the Chargers versus the Dolphins. Miami falls. They lose their second straight game to Justin Herbert and the Dolphins, 23-17. Now, what does that say about our playoff picture? What does that say? Not much movement at the top, but at the bottom, there was definitely some movement, okay? We'll start with the AFC, with the Jets losing and the Chargers winning. That now puts the Los Angeles Chargers into that final playoff spot in the AFC. The top still the same. Buffalo number 1, Kansas City number 2. A struggling and fading Baltimore Ravens are at 9-4. Even though they just won, I think they're in trouble. The wild card spots the fourth spot, which is the fourth division winner, are struggling and truly fading Tennessee Titans, now 7-6. The wild cards are as follows: Cincinnati at 9-4. I think they will swap places. I think they will win the AFC North, and I think Baltimore will have the wild card spot. The Dolphins are at 8-5 at number 6. The Chargers, with their victory, jump into number 7. If the Patriots beat the Cardinals tonight, they would leapfrog both teams into the 7th spot at 7-6. In the NFC, nothing changed up top. The Philadelphia Eagles dominating everybody at 12-1. The Minnesota Vikings, despite their loss, are still number 2 at 10-3. Those 49ers, they coming. They are 9-4, even with Brock Purdy at quarterback. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers in that god-awful division have the 4th spot at 6-7. Wild card teams are as follows: the Dallas Cowboys 10-3 at number 5. With the Seattle Seahawks loss, the New York Giants, despite their loss, fell to number 7, but the Washington Commanders jumped back into the playoff mix, and now they have the 6th spot. So they're 6, Giants are 7. Seattle falls out, but beware of those fighting Dan Campbells. The Detroit Lions are 7-6. They're 6-7, and they are peaking at the correct time. Now, as for the prediction league, you know your boy. Nobody did spectacular yesterday. I was tied for first. I had 8. I had 8 right. Calvin had 8 right. Marquise had 8 right. A second was David all by himself with 7. Had a couple people in third with 6. Sean and Tony, if I'm not mistaken. But, I'm still doing my thing. I'm still ahead of the game. But, it's going to be like that because I am a genius at work. I thought you knew. So, on this prediction League Monday, you guys already know I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm not going to wait to have the best go last. No, I'm going to have the best go first. And when I say the best, y'all know who it is. Brother Sean, Philadelphia Eagles, 12-1. How'd it do?
What it do? Beat the shit out of the G-men, sent them back and never lacking. What's good?
Oh, well, they, I think now it's almost now unanimous. You still have some people that want to low-key hate or still put Patrick Mahomes at the top of the mountain.
How? I don't know, because he's throwing passes sidearm and not looking. Yeah, he's the greatest.
Yeah, when my defense started to play defense, we actually made him look a little bad. But but Jalen Hurts is the MVP. It's no question.
I can't say it because they think I'm a homer, you know what I mean? But the boy is out here doing his thing every week. Ain't 1 week this season you can look and say Jalen Hurts caused the Eagles to either fall behind or whatever the case may be. He always put the ball in the dots. That one game we lost to Washington, it still wasn't even his fault.
No, it wasn't.
It was fumbles on the team that couldn't even keep the ball in their hands.
Ball right in A.J. Brown's hands.
A.J. Brown, pops up. Goddard, I think he dropped.
Goddard, yep.
He fumbled that time. It was not one time this season you could say, hey, Jalen Hurts should have played a better game. That boy been dotting all year. Even them turnovers, half of the turnovers he got. What he got, like 2 or 3 of them, and 2 of them weren't even his fault. The passes from wide receivers. But, I'm just a homer Eagles fan, but we're going to see at the end of the season, and we're going to talk about it there.
12-1 and
12-1.
Boy, my year was almost made. Once that Dallas-Houston game got into the second half, I said, uh-oh. I said the Cowboys and made them boys think, they done made the Texans think that they can actually win this game. They done made them believe. And, you almost had it, Houston.
I was sitting there watching our game on TV and shit like that, and we about to watch that, John. We're now going to take you to a more competitive game. Mm-hmm. Here it goes, the Cowboys and the Texans. I could have swore, I'm not to say nothing, but I could have swore a lot of motherfuckers was talking shit when we had problems with the Texans. When we played them, and look at the Cowboys, almost caught the L, took them to the last fucking second.
And they were at home.
Now all you hear is, a dub is a dub. Fuck you, Cowboys fans. Y'all trash as a bitch. And wait till the fucking playoff. We play on the 25th. I hate, man, look like y'all gonna have Jason Peters starting as your left tackle because Terrence Steele is out for the season with a torn ACL.
Yep.
Goodness gracious. And then we're gonna hear that. I can't, listen, I can't wait to play them on the 25th.
24th, Christmas Eve.
Log off, or Christmas, they better log the fuck off if we catch that dub on these motherfuckers because I'm coming straight for them. And Brandon, I hate to say it, the first person I'm coming for is your mama.
Oh, go ahead.
My
knock yourself out.
DMs talking shit about the Cowboys, and I'm coming for you, already. I'm coming for you.
Look, if you a Cowboys fan and you bragging about yesterday, come on,
she
man.
still was. That's why I lit up on Facebook, Brandon. I tried not to come at your mama because
do what you gotta do.
It's my mama from another mama, but she understands that football, you cross that line. We getting dirty.
Do what you do, man. Because you don't brag about barely beating a team with 1 win. That's because she don't know shit about the Houston Texans. She just know, Dallas won she just know Dallas won a game. No, you needed a 98-yard drive to beat the worst team in football. I had my Facebook post lined up. I was going to put, as sorry as my team has been, and we have been sorry, even we beat the Houston Texans. But damn it, they had to let me down. But it is what it is. Yeah. No, light anybody up on.
I'm
Come on.
finna go ham. I got a couple of them. They better log off that day because I'm not gonna stop.
That's gonna be the and what it looks like is Christmas Eve is going to be the division clincher, unless you never know. Is a segment that I did earlier.
Jaguars.
Yeah, teams that are all of a sudden getting hot. Getting hot. As a matter of fact, I want to lead into that.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. What were you saying?
No, I was about to say. I mean, even us with the Bears, because the Bears, man, like I said, we have trouble running quarterbacks, and that boy Justin Fields be all over the place. And I mean, and you don't really have to have a name. You just have to have a good scheme. Schemes win games. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So hopefully we play that game good. We can contain Justin Fields and stuff like that. Even though, like I said, because it's any given Sunday, no matter what the team, what the record, you can catch that L.
I don't think Sirianni will let the Eagles overlook Chicago because of what almost just happened to Dallas.
No, because, I mean, we got 4 games left. We got a 2-game lead. If we win tomorrow, not tomorrow, I said tomorrow. If we win next week, beat the Bears, because the Vikings caught that. I keep telling y'all about them Lions, boys. Tell me about them Lions.
Yeah.
Dan Campbell could be in the running for coach of the year because that boy be having.
Well, if they come back and make the playoffs, I think he would win it.
I ain't even gonna say Sirianni. Sirianni with the Eagles, we got a stacked team. We should be doing what we should be doing. But Dan Campbell out there got them boys playing. You hear me?
And that Jared Goff too, man. Everybody want to shit on Jared Goff.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like that boy was on there. They couldn't wait to get rid of him. And look at Matt Stafford.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like the Rams have won the battle. They got their Super Bowl, but it looked like the Lions might win the war. Because Jared Goff is only 20. He's still only 28 years old.
Yeah.
You win. You win. You beat the. You win against the Bears. And let's say Dallas does beat Jacksonville. I mean, even if y'all lose to Dallas, y'all still gonna win the division because you got 2 games after that. But I think the division will be wrapped up by Christmas Eve. The reason why I said you never know with Jacksonville is a segment that I had said earlier. Teams that we had written off who are now all of a sudden making a case to possibly make the playoffs. 3 teams in particular. Detroit, one of them. They've won 5 out of their last 6 games.
Commanders.
No. Oh, I started paying attention to the Commanders a month ago. Right after, when Heineke started winning without wins. No. Jacksonville, another team. All of a sudden, I thought Tennessee had that division on lock. All of a sudden, Jacksonville is hot again. They're playing like they were at the beginning of the season. And third, now this is the most laughable of them, but this is just a credit to how sorry the division is. Do you know the Carolina Panthers control their own destiny?
I know.
If they win out, which I don't think is going to happen.
Donald come down there and took over and Baker Mayfield some boot cheeks and he's cheeks.
Yeah.
He ain't going to quit. He a bust.
Yeah, I mean, if Carolina wins out, they would win the division because Tampa Bay, they've beaten Tampa Bay, they've beaten Atlanta, and they've beaten who's the other team in that division? New Orleans. They've beaten New Orleans.
Yeah.
And, so out of those teams, which team would you give the most realistic chance to make the playoffs out of Detroit, Jacksonville, and Carolina?
Detroit, Jacksonville, and Carolina, the most realistic. Honestly, I would say Detroit because of their offense is so OP, bro. And they coming together. The only thing they need to do is really get that defense under wraps. And they're going to be a problem because their offense, I mean, they can run the ball, they can pass the ball. And them boys are playing with fire. I wouldn't want to play them in the playoffs.
They're one of those teams. They're so hot right now. And their next game next week is, for all intents and purposes, a de facto playoff game because I see them winning the rest of their game. They have to go to the Jets. Now the Jets, the Jets, because the Dolphins lost, because the Chargers beat the Dolphins last night, which surprised me actually. They now leapfrog the Jets. Yeah, they now leapfrog the Jets into that final playoff spot. So the Jets, if they want to make the playoffs, they have to win this game. But Detroit, if they want to make the playoffs, they have to win that game too. Because after the Jets, they got Panthers. At the Panthers, I think they win that game. They're home to Chicago. I think they win that game. That'd be a shootout though, because their defense is trash and Justin Fields is a star. And then they finish at Green Bay. I don't think Green Bay is not going to have Jordan Love may start that game. For all intents and purposes, because I don't think Green Bay is going to have anything to play for. So I agree with you.
They don't have anything to play for right now. They should have been putting in Jordan Love, man. Get a right out here.
Yeah, I agree with you that it would definitely be Detroit. They are playing some ball. They are really playing some ball. Everybody poo-pooed on Jared Goff. But that Amon-Ra St. Brown, he is the truth.
Yeah, he definitely made a name for himself this season.
Yeah, that running back tandem with Swift and Jamal Williams, who leads the league in touchdowns. And not just Amon-Ra St. Brown. You got DJ Chark, Josh Reynolds. They got what Detroit is. They're dangerous. And what have I said all season? The most dangerous team is the team that believes.
Let me tell you something. Let me get back to this, man. Let me give my boys some goddamn flowers. Jalen Hurts 10 rushing TDs. AJ Brown 10 receiving TDs.
Yes.
Miles Sanders 10 rushing TDs, who had none last year, and broke 1,000 yards.
Yes.
You got 1,000 yards. I mean, like, stop playing with my fucking Eagles, bro.
First running back to get over 1,000 yards for the Eagles since 2014, since Shady McCoy.
Mm-hmm.
First wide receiver, A.J. Brown, to get over 1,000 yards since 2014, Jeremy Maclin. They've been all world this year. I think Devontae Smith is probably going to hit 1,000.
Oh, he is too. And if Delegado, when he got injured, our offense is so OP, they tripping on us, bro. And then our defense is right there behind us, bro. As long as we could get in and get our pieces back and get even healthier than what we are right now, bro. I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing.
I said this about 5 or 6 weeks ago. I wasn't sure about it yesterday. But how do you feel about, I've said this to you, NFC Championship game, Eagles versus 49ers. Did you see the Niners yesterday? Oh, my God.
I see the Niners, but I also see Deebo Samuel get a high ankle sprain.
Yeah,
straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and them boys looking pretty, looking straight. When you got a defense to help your young quarterback to get that pressure off of him, it takes the pressure off of you knowing that if you make a mistake that your defense can help you out, get you the ball back, or stop the other team from scoring or move the ball. So it's not too surprising that Purdy is doing good, especially, he practices against them every day, and the 49ers got a hell of a defense. I know they don't try to murder him like they would try to murder anybody else, literally. I mean, not literally, figuratively.
I was waiting for somebody. I was screaming at the TV, hit Brady hard. Hit him hard.
Yeah. So Purdy is out here doing this thing like that. It's a different feel when you get into the playoffs. Nobody knows. I mean, there's all kind of stories of people doing things that you didn't expect them to do. So who knows that defense could carry them? I mean, because the Ravens won with Trent Dilfer, and Trent Dilfer was some bum. You know what I mean? At that time, he wasn't really a big. He really wasn't that dude. But they still made it and won a Super Bowl with him. So anything is possible as long. But you know what I'm saying? Missing a piece like Debo, he has to go in there healthy, because if you missing Debo in the playoffs,
Well, to me, there's the difference between the 49ers being able to get to the NFC Championship game as opposed to them getting to the Super Bowl. Let me give you an example. Christian McCaffrey and Debo are pretty much the same player. They're pretty much the same player. They run as good as the other one, except Christian McCaffrey's faster. But they both can. But Christian McCaffrey is just as good a receiver as Debo is.
Yeah, you got to play him like a receiver.
Yeah,
you got to play him like a running back and a receiver. Because if he's spread out to the wide, you got to check. You got to put somebody who can really cover on him on that dude.
Right.
Exactly. He does know how to run routes. He got great hands. And he does have elusive speed to get open. He can route run. So
exactly.
McCaffrey is a beast.
Well, you know who his daddy was.
He's a
champion with the Denver Broncos. You know who McCaffrey.
Yeah. I know.
That's my boy, man.
I know that's your boy.
That's my boy now. Eddie Mack.
I know it.
See, man. You know what I mean? But see, this is why you have to.
Shout out to the Giants punter who dropped the ball and still thought he can kick it.
Hey, yo. But you know what? When they blocked the punt from the Eagles. That was a hell of a play that y'all punter made, but he got cracked.
He got whacked, and I hope he do good.
He got rocked at the sideline.
He almost got the first down.
I know he did. If he hadn't stepped out of bounds, he would have got the first down.
Yeah, he was close. He still wouldn't have got. He would have right at the edge when he stepped out. He would have been right there. And knowing Nick Sirianni, he probably would have went for.
When I saw that shit though, when he scooped that bitch up, I said, "Oh, it's got to be that type of day." But when he got blessed on the sideline, I started laughing my ass off.
Let me tell you how dangerous we are though, because to the fact of the matter is, like when we do that RPO, Joe, and you've seen it in that game, it's like when you got your fucking running back coming through the damn thing and blocking instead of actually getting the ball. Like, you got to account for him being the blocker and then Jalen Hurts running right behind him for that touchdown run. How can you check that?
It's
Really,
you can't.
Really, how can you? It's difficult. It is very difficult to check. There's too many options, too many variables for you to do. You got to check the run. You got to check Jalen running. You got to check that quick pass. Bro, this is if ever there was a year, Bo, this would be the year. If they could stay healthy and continue on this path, keep that mentality one game at a time, bro. Wow.
Well, I definitely, like I said, I've said Philadelphia, San Francisco for the last month and a half. I think this is the difference with the 49ers. I think even if you don't have Debo for the first 2 playoff games, I believe you can reach the NFC Championship game. The 49ers will not beat the Eagles if you don't have Debo. Point blank, period. They won't be able to do it. They'll be able to get there because pretty much now, with Debo out, but with McCaffrey, you pretty much got the same team from last year. This is McCaffrey's going to do everything that Debo was doing, maybe a little less physical because he can't get hurt. Now, if he gets hurt, all bets are off.
Yeah.
All bets are off. Like,
but McCaffrey, that dude, though, they keep bell cowing him. You know, he known that he don't make it.
I know, but
I'm not hoping to anything on anybody. But it's just like it's just like Saquon. Saquon ain't do nothing that game because he was hurt with a neck injury. It's just like I want to Saquon. It's because certain people. They can't be bell cows. Excuse me. They need to be running back by committee just because they so frail. Like, you would think somebody with such muscular physique as Saquon and all that work, and I wouldn't be getting so many soft tissue injuries. Like, the boy just be getting injured for no reason, and it's because he can't carry the load all year long. You got to have running back by committee, especially nowadays in this league because of the hits that people take. Man, you can't be bell cowing no more nowadays, man, and that's what McCaffrey and Saquon were. Like, they were their team's play.
They were their whole offense. Everything.
Yeah, they were their whole offense.
Well, see. They put when Cam Newton started getting hurt, that's when all they had was McCaffrey.
Yeah.
In a nutshell, that's all they had. I think Saquon has been the victim of a team that just has refused to address the offensive line issues. So, and the New York Giants, and here's the crazy thing. The New York Giants, for all intents and purposes, they're beat up, they're banged up, they're in a total free fall. I think they're still going to make the playoffs because of, one, that tie, and two, Seattle has started to come down. Or Seattle, that was a big loss. They did not need to lose that game to the Panthers. So right now they're out, and again, y'all whole division has all the wild card spots yet again. Even though we're saying watch out for Detroit, I think I want to see the 49ers fully healthy because I want to see them going to Lincoln Financial Field. They would catch an L, but that would be an epic. Oh, think about that run game. Well, the Niners and the Eagles are built so similar. That's the crazy thing.
Listen to me, bro. I don't care how much these tickets cost or what I got to do to sell my body on OnlyFans or something. But NFC Championship game, if we get there, I'm gone, bro. We in the building.
Bro, I tell you who is not going to be. Not going to be Dallas.
Dallas. Hey, look, anything can happen, man. I like talking shit, but honestly, anything can happen at any time. So, like I said, I just take it day by day. But after the game's over, I'm still gonna talk my shit because people talk shit to me. So I gotta, give it back to them. And they couldn't wait for us to catch that L. They was all over. So people catching L's all week long.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Depending on who Dallas plays in the first round, they might not win a playoff game. There's only one team who I could see actually, because they're going to have the 4 spot. They're going to have the 5 spot.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to play the winner of the NFC South.
Yeah.
If it's anybody other than Tom Brady, now if they play Tom Brady's going to beat them. I'll tell you that straight up. I don't give a fuck how pathetic the Bucs offense is. Tom Brady will beat Dallas. He'll beat Dallas. Now, if they have to play the Panthers...
Detroit to beat their ass.
Huh? You said what?
Well, not Detroit. The Panthers could possibly beat their ass.
I don't know about that.
Listen to me. The Panthers could possibly... Motherfucker, if the Texans could possibly beat them, goddamn anybody.
Well, yeah, well...
Right.
God, that would be funny. That'd be hilarious.
Bruh. But like I said, I ain't wishing bad on the Cowboys. The only reason
I am unapologetically.
because I don't like that karma to come back to my team, but in my heart of hearts, I hope they fall flat face on their fucking face the whole goddamn season, and I don't care. I hope the Jaguars mud stump them. I can't wait till we mud stump them. And looking at their schedule, they really could get mud stumped throughout the rest of the junk because the Commanders could mud stump them trying to get into the playoffs.
Yeah, they're gonna be trying to secure their spot, so they're gonna mean it.
Trying to get into the playoffs so they can mud stump them. Jacksonville right now is on fire right now. They could mud stump them, and then we gonna mud stump them. And then who else they got on their list? I forgot who the other team they got to play.
It wouldn't surprise me though. It wouldn't surprise me that the last game of the season against Washington, it wouldn't surprise me at all if Dallas doesn't even have any of their starters in, because I believe they'll be locked into that 5th spot. So
I want to be locked into the number 1 spot because right now, we clinched the playoff berth. Again, clap hands, congratulations to my team for being the only one that clinched the playoff.
No, they got that at the Titans. After they play y'all, they have at the Titans. Ooh.
The Titans. Yeah, they get mud done by the Titans. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, because I looked at their schedule and I was like, man, because, I always try to see, all right, because I want it to be for us to be able to sit our starters and just, rest up for the playoffs. Who wouldn't want that? Everybody get healthy and stuff like that, which we've been doing kind of like throughout the year too, because we've been mud stumping motherfuckers all year, letting our backups play in the 4th quarter. And that's another thing. Like, I don't see Patrick Mahomes sitting the fuck down and somebody else coming in and trying to win game and coast it to that joint. We got our quarterback sitting on the bench right now who should still be stacking and padding stats with Patrick Mahomes and whooping people's ass. But no, what we do, we sit them down and let them get some rest and let Garner come in for later on. We ain't out here to pad.
They were still scoring.
We out here to make sure people are healthy and get to the playoffs so we can what's that ass. You feel me, bro?
12-1. You are what your record says you are.
You are what your record says you are, ain't it what they say? Ain't it what they say?
Now, this is what I actually would love. I would actually love to see Dallas go on a free fall to fall from the 5th to the 6th spot, so they would have to see San Francisco in the 1st round. Boy, I would.
And if they see San Francisco,
boy, I would love that.
I'm gonna wear a goddamn. I'm gonna go back to my.
Good night, Irene.
49ers. I'm gonna go get me a 49ers jersey. You hear me?
Yeah, good night, Irene. Bye-bye.
Bro, I can't, bro.
Sayonara.
Listen to me. I'm going to be unbearable if we beat the Cowboys. They better just go ahead and turn their whole system off because I'm coming at their ass. You hear me?
Now, let me ask you about a team that now, to me, is in deep trouble. I think they'll still make the playoffs, but they are in deep, deep trouble. The Baltimore Ravens. See what happened to Huntley yesterday.
Yeah, Lamar was getting smacked. Ain't you heard me?
You mean Huntley? Remember, Lamar didn't play yesterday.
Huntley, my bad.
So now they're down to their 3rd-string quarterback. I think they'll still make the playoffs because they have 9 wins. They'll find a way to get a 10th win, but to me, it's a no-brainer now. Cincinnati is winning that division. Even though Cincinnati, they won yesterday with Higgins and Tyler Boyd getting hurt.
Out.
Pretty much Burrow and Burrow and Jamar Chase. But to me, it's a no-brainer. Cincinnati's going to win that division, but Baltimore's in trouble. They are, because they're running out of quarterbacks. What you don't want to happen.
No reason they whole team.
But you don't want Lamar to have to rush himself back just because now you down to your.
If I'm Lamar, I ain't rushing back. Did you rush to pay me? I'm not coming back. I'm not coming back to this team. You want anything that now you see what you do. You need me. So now you in a shitty situation. Now you have to pay me my money or release me because I ain't taking no tag. You heard me. I ain't paying on no tag. You better pay me my money right now.
So you think he comes back with a brand new contract when he comes back on the field this season?
No, he ain't getting paid this season. It's gonna be an off season. It's gonna be an off season fight. That shit. It's gonna be a mess over there. Cause you gotta pay him. Who else you gonna get? One of these young niggas? You too high in the draft to get them unless you plan on mortgage in the future.
They're a week late on Baker Mayfield. That was impressive with him. That was impressive
with the Raiders and their offense.
Yeah, that was impressive with him winning that game against the. It was the Raiders.
Yeah,
but still, I mean.
Yeah, it was very impressive. He dropped some dimes.
Yeah, bro studying the playbook on the flight to Los Angeles. You know, that's I got to give him credit for that. I mean, because this, and honestly,
you ain't get no snacks until your sister get home. Don't ask your mama. Sorry.
That's right, nephew. But I think he knows that this is it. This got to be. I mean, as far as any chance of being a starter, and this might convince McVay to stay, because I was thinking that he was going to leave after this. This might convince McVay to stay if he knows he has succession plan after Matthew Stafford because I think Stafford and got a Super Bowl ring. I think he's about finished.
He done, but you might as well keep Ben Curry because you're gonna need somebody and build him up. I mean, and I think that, I mean, because every quarterback it has to be the right situation for certain people. I mean, you kind of need. I mean, you could get a lot out of people depending on who you work for. Like, you know, it's the same thing as a regular job. You know, your manager. If you like your manager, or your manager can tell you things, or certain managers explain situations to you or give you the information better, and you like working for them. It's a good environment and shit like that. And then some, you just like, fuck, just let me come and do what the fuck I do and get the fuck out of here. Baker may be in a situation to where he may be, you know, the Rams might be good for him. You got L.A., you got a good, nice little team, nice little SoFi. You got Sean McVay, young, vibrant, just as hype as Baker Mayfield, two dumbasses together. They may go out there and do something, you know what I mean?
But you have no draft. You have no draft capital.
You don't have any draft capital. You can't
draft capital.
Anything. Because you mortgaged everything for that Super Bowl. Everything. And they're really paying the price this year, too, because they have no depth. They have no depth on their team. As soon as somebody get injured, it's a wrap.
See, I knew there was a downside to saying fuck them draft picks, and this is it.
It's always a downside to everything, and they did it. They got their Super Bowl. But
they did get their Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But boy, Jared Goff looks good right now. You know? Damn, Jared Goff is playing some really good football. But I have a question for you. What is happening to our Miami Dolphins?
Well, I mean, when you got speed is good when the sun out, ain't no wind. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You got your agile people. The grass is good. You can speed through everything. Oh, it's all sunny. My chest out, chain out. But when it start getting to that playoff, deep into December, when everything start getting all cold and it start getting physical and all that stuff, all that agile shit don't work.
Yeah, but that shouldn't have mattered yesterday. They were in L.A.
It don't fucking matter, though. I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's a lot of, all that speed and stuff, it slows down with all that physical, all them hits, all that hit. That thing get down. You can start icing them knees throughout this season, but you ain't as cheetah as you used to be cheetah. But it ain't just that. It's the fact that football is football. It's any given Sunday, you can go against somebody and not even really think you got everything under control, and then boom, your ass getting smacked. And you're losing, and you're not in your right mind. It's a focus game. You got the media telling you this. They paying attention to that, like, oh, we this good, we that good. And you get into them games and get smoked. It's a mentality thing. It's an any given Sunday thing. And right now, I mean, they just not hot as they were coming out the year. You have to maintain that thing and be consecutive. And not saying it's bad. Tua been through a lot this year, bro. Like, from the injuries to getting smacked and coming back and being rushed to the pressure of you got to do it good or we getting somebody else. And I mean, it's a lot on him, on his shoulders, and I mean, I'm just hoping them boys pull it out. I'm rooting for Tua and try to do a thing you never want to see nobody doing the thing, but you know, my boy Jalen got the same kind of pressure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think tape don't lie. What the 49ers showed everybody last week was, okay, Tua makes his money going up the middle of the field in the seams. So you did instead of having the linebackers drop back 12 yards deep, you have them drop back 17, 18 yards deep. Now those slant receivers or Tyreek and Jalen, they're not as open as they were, and that's exactly what Brandon Staley did with the Chargers last night. He dropped those linebackers back about 5 yards deeper than them. He did the exact same thing at the 40 that D'Amico Ryans did. And Tua only had.
But he better be a head coach.
Yeah, and right, exactly. And I don't even think Tua had 150 yards last night. So what do you think Buffalo is going to do next week? I mean, what do you think Buffalo is going to do? Buffalo is going to drop those, and they won. You know, they want the Dolphins after that early season game. What do you think Buffalo's going to do? They're going to drop them linebackers back into coverage, and it's going to be another tough one.
Yeah, you better adjust. That would show you what kind of coach you got. You got to adjust to what people are doing to you. So, I mean, if that's the case, then they're going to have to adjust that shit. That's how you learn. That's what the thing about football is. Once somebody figure you out, you got to figure out how to change it up on them.
Yep.
And we'll see what kind of is. This is first year coaching. We're going to see what kind of coach he is, because now everybody's figuring you the fuck out. Now it's time for you to adjust your team.
Yep. Well, as far as the week went yesterday, nobody had a great knock your socks off.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, you had 6 right.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, you had 6 right. The tops was 8. That's it. I mean, so it wasn't like what I had.
It was a lot of weird ass games.
It was. But Lord, I wanted that cow. I wanted to be wrong about that Cowboy.
What?
Yeah, I had 8. Calvin had 8. Marquise had 8. You had 6 with Tony and Aaron, and David had 7. But nobody picks the Texans to win more than David. He didn't pick them yesterday. But I was talking to him yesterday. I said, "Bro, nobody picks the Texans to win more than you."
You're a Texans fan. You must have been catching L's all year.
He said, and how many games have they won? I said, they won 1 game. He said, and I predicted that shit.
That's the fact. Them's the fact. He did predict it.
So let us get into these hair games. Let's see. Let's get into these here games. Okay. What do we have here? Okay, so we have football this week on Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, and Monday.
Yes, sir.
You know it's late in the year when them Saturday games start kicking in. All right.
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah, so do I. All right, first game on Thursday night. The 49ers can clinch the division by beating Seattle at Seattle.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and give it to the Niners because of that defense, but I hope Debo good. You probably sit him down.
No, Debo, I don't think Debo's playing the rest of the regular season. I think he's been, what is 4 games left? Nah, if it's a high ankle sprain, they're not.
Better get that man healthy.
I don't think they're playing. You're going to see Christian McCaffrey go do a lot of what they would usually have Debo do. So
but they better not OD on Christian because he's gonna be right beside him.
Yeah, no, that's the guy that's the guy that can't get hurt. You cannot lose him. You can't lose him. But okay, 49ers. Okay, so you picking San Francisco?
Yeah, that defense can't be able to carry them.
Yep. That was a gut-wrenching loss that Seattle took against Carolina yesterday. All right, now Saturday's games. First early game. Indianapolis at Minnesota.
Minneapolis, they better win. They on a free fall.
The Vikings?
Yeah, they better win. They better win that zone. I need them to catch that L, but they can go ahead and win. If they lose and the Cowboys lose, bro, I'm gonna do some backflips. You heard me.
The Vikings are 10-3. Nobody believes them. It is hilarious. Nobody believes them. It is hysterical.
Nobody believes in them because they are the true who have they played because good teams destroyed them and they just beat them.
They did beat Buffalo. They beat Buffalo. They beat Buffalo. They beat the Jets. You know, that used to not mean nothing, but, you know.
Yeah, the Jets actually got a good defense. But still, they need a quarterback over there in the Jets. They like the Redskins. I don't
know. I like Mike White, though. I like Mike White. Did you see them hits he was taking yesterday, though, at Buffalo?
And that boy was getting wanged.
That's how I wanted the 49ers to hit Brady. I was like, hit him like that.
Nobody hits Brady like that. You hit Brady like that, it's going to be flags everywhere.
Give a fuck. The damage will be done.
It just got to be Brady last year, bro. He got to go. He got to do something.
Yeah, you need to do something. Yeah, go away. Go away.
He ain't gonna go away. He definitely ain't gonna go away now that he ain't with the jail. He's probably trying to play till he's 72.
Jesus Christ. That's all right. I'm telling you, one day somebody gonna hit that motherfucker. And
one day somebody just say when he need to go to their team, be like, "No, we don't want you, bro. Go home, bro."
Yeah. Well, he tried that with the 49ers. Shanahan said, "No, we good."
That's hilarious, though. But but the only thing about it is that he went to the team and won the Super Bowl, though. So,
well, look, you can't take that away from him. I mean, I don't think he cheated to get that done. You can't take that away from him. But go home, bro. You done lost your. Go home. Do something. Find a chick 20 years younger than you and do what you do.
Ain't it this little Jones trying to throw him a little twat now on like a sports recorder, Jones?
Man, please. Hey.
Yeah.
Right, Tom Brady gonna come out with a 22-year-old.
He's 22. About 23, 20.
They gonna be like, when Tom Brady won his first Super Bowl, his new wife wasn't even born yet.
Because Giselle about to get us some of that chocolate with Antonio Brown. Antonio out here throwing pitches. Bro, if I was Tom Brady, I would fight Antonio Brown right now.
Yo, and would. Yes.
You gotta fight him when you see him, bro.
Bruh, he probably was plotting the whole time he was living with Tom Brady.
Yeah, you know it. Okay. I think, God, it's Giselle probably in there making them little shakes and shit. Yeah, Antonio, I got time one, but I made you one.
Talk about from the pit to the palace. All right. From the pit to the pussy.
Yeah. What a twat.
Yeah, twat twang. Now the 4 o'clock game on Saturday is Baltimore at Cleveland. Who you got?
Man, I'm gonna say Cleveland. Cause them boys looking like they getting.
Yeah,
they run out of options over there in Baltimore.
Yeah. And then the late Sunday night game is Miami at Buffalo.
Ooh, Buffalo.
Now let's go to Sunday's game. Eagles at Bears. I already know.
Come on, bro.
I already know.
Come on, bro.
Atlanta at New Orleans. They have benched Marcus Mariota.
I need Atlanta to win.
You need Atlanta to win? Going ATL, hope?
ATL shout it. No, you know what? Atlanta and the Saints, I'm going to give it to the Saints because I'm putting my choo-choo on them. Choo-choo, I need them to catch all these L's because we got a top 5 pick right now, bro. You feel me? I need that. I need that pick. But, yeah, I'm going to go Saints.
De facto playoff game. Detroit at the New York Jets.
I'm going to give it to Detroit, man. They playing with some fire right now.
They're hot. The Lions are so hot right now. They are. Pittsburgh.
Look at Molly. She's over here with a shirt on.
What?
That's our neighbor's dog.
Oh.
They just be letting her go all over the place. She out here tearing people up. She better get out. You better not be shitting in my yard, dog.
Pittsburgh Steelers and Carolina Panthers. The Panthers control their own destiny. As nuts as that sounds.
Pittsburgh Steelers, Panthers? That's crazy. The Panthers.
Okay. Dallas at Jacksonville.
Let's see. I'm gonna give it to Jacksonville. Shut up, Cooper.
Jacksonville, he's going for the upset special. Man, I hope you're right. Kansas City at Houston.
Kansas City.
All right. Arizona at Denver.
Denver and who?
Arizona at Denver.
Oh, man. You know what? I'm gonna give it to y'all.
Yeah, you see, I don't think Russell Wilson gonna play. Well, hey, that might be why we win.
Hey,
you see how Russell Wilson got put to sleep yesterday?
And get y'all some points.
You see how Russell Wilson got put to sleep?
Man, that boy went night-night, boy. Tussy here to put some of that cocoa button on his head.
Yo, I said.
That boy got a knot, boy.
Hey, when he made that run, I'm sitting there screaming, "Why you ain't been doing this all season?" Then when he got hit, I said, "Oh damn, he's hurt." I said, "He's hurt." And then when I saw it hit, I said, "Oh, you out, night, nigga."
Yeah. He got smacked.
So New England at Vegas at the Raiders.
New England at Vegas. I am going to say, I don't know, Raiders playing some inspired football. I'm going to go ahead and give it to the Raiders. Huh?
Niggas just lost to Baker Mayfield. What inspired football?
Give me New England, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm going to take the Patriots, bro. Yeah. That meant their playoff hopes when they just cut that L, too.
Yep. Tennessee at the Chargers. Well, that's a big game.
Chargers playing big time right now. They getting a little healthy too. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it to the Chargers.
Cincinnati at Tampa Bay. Brady versus Burrow.
Santy. Fuck Tom Brady. I hope he catch an L the whole time and don't make the playoffs.
How about it now?
That would be the beautiful thing.
Unless the only way I would want to see Brady in the playoffs is if he have to go against Dallas. Because I believe he beats
Dallas. Who play Dallas? They gonna lose.
Oh, they flexed this next game to the 8 o'clock Sunday night game. The Giants at the Commanders.
because it's necessary. I'm going to give it to the Commanders.
And next Monday Night Football game, a game that doesn't really have any bearings, the Rams at the Packers.
The Rams at the Panthers.
Packers.
The shit bowl. I'm gonna give it to Baker Mayfield. He playing. He got to be playing better than Aaron Rodgers.
Well, he believes in Baker Mayfield right now. All right, so Sean's picks are as follows: 49ers, Vikings, Browns, Bills, Eagles, Saints over the Falcons. Yeah, ho. Lions over the Jets, Panthers over the Steelers, Jacksonville with the upset over Dallas. Hope you're right. Chiefs over Houston, Denver over Arizona. Yeah, good luck. The Patriots over the Raiders, the Chargers over the Titans, Bengals over Brady, Washington over the Giants. Giants in a free fall. And the Rams over the Packers. Does that sound about right?
That sounds about right, my nigga.
All right. Well, so all right. Well, sir, do you have any parting shots?
That's a quick story. Go Birds! Hold
up. Before we go, we got to shout out those state champions once again, our Hollis Springs Springers.
And you already know, bro. You already know. Show that.
Bro, that's what we do. 5 out of the last 7 years.
Studio so you can see that shit too. And you just need to come to the studio any goddamn way, bro.
I told y'all Sean is trying to get me back into the game, and he is. He is just this guy.
I'm in the game. I got something for y'all niggas in the 2023. You heard me? Shout it.
Hey now. In the 2023, you heard me.
In the 2023, you heard me? Shout it.
2 up, 2 down, Bill.
Yep.
All right, bro. I'm going to get at you, man.
Absolutely, man. Enjoy. Tell your family. Bless.
Yes, sir. You too, bro.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yo, bro. I need you over here Saturday night, bro.
Saturday night. Oh, yeah. I'm going to be there Saturday night. Is that the same night we were supposed to do the same? What was that? That's the same time. Yeah. I'm going to be over there, too. Maybe you can come with me to this show, Joe, because they got a show that Saturday, too.
What time?
Probably late. It's late on the evening. The flyer, I'll put out the flyer again. I'll show you at the flyer. But, yeah, we got a show that night, too. So we going to swing through. And then from Yo, Joe, I got to go to that show.
Okay. For sure.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll be there, though.
All right, homie.
All right, my guy.
Later.
Peace.
All right, man. You know I always got to have Brother Sean because people still trying to sleep on them Eagles or still trying to throw shade or trying to promote the Cowboys more so like they're actually better than the Eagles. That's a fucking joke. But Cutting David, what it do?
What's going on?
I ain't nothing much, bro. Your boys play tonight. Your Patriots play tonight. How you feeling?
Man, chilling, man. Taking my time, dog.
Taking your time? Oh, you heard what I said about people trying to promote the Cowboys like they better than Philadelphia?
I'm going to say boo to that.
You said what?
You know, I'm going to say boo to all of that.
Oh, yeah.
On paper is better than the Cowboys. Of course.
But, brother, your homeboy is back playing again too, bruh.
Who's that?
Ah, the habitual dick shower.
I'm going to say boo to that as well.
L, did you see your boy Tom Brady get his ass smacked around San Francisco?
I did not see the game, but I saw the after effects of it, and I was like, oh, boy. That's a bad look.
Yeah, him sitting there on the sideline screaming and crying. I just wish one player would just get up the nuts to just go up to him and tell him, just shut the fuck up. Bro, shut your crying ass up. Shut up.
Yeah, it looked like a one-sided ass whooping on that.
Oh, man, it was 35-7. Yeah.
Bad.
35-7. I mean, that was a straight-up fuck your couch ass whooping.
Yeah, that's bad.
I mean, fuck your couch, nigga. Fuck your couch, nigga.
That's a bad look for Brady.
A very bad look. Very bad look. But how's everything going, bruh?
Man, we chilling, dog. It's chilling, man. ain't all good, but the word, man.
You do know Terrence Crawford fought Saturday night. Terrence Crawford fought Saturday night, had a rather quick knockout of his opponent. Wasn't nobody that I had never heard of the dude. You know.
Well, that's why I ain't heard of him.
Yeah, and whatever it was on pay-per-view, but whoever was carrying it, like I had never heard of the streaming company. Like in the middle of the fight, it just would put up a sign of their streaming service, and then it would go back to the fight. I was like, well, that's new.
Okay. Alrighty.
I just know that Antonio Tarver was one of the commentators.
Oh boy, how'd that go?
I mean, he's pretty good, but I mean, you know, like I said, you know, I want to see Terrence Crawford fight Errol Spence, period. That's it. But let me segue back to football. Sir, you had some opinions on one owner named Mr. Jerry Jones and the picture that I talked about last week. How did you feel about that?
Man, look, we've been talking about Jerry Jones being racist. Yeah. About time we get to the grits and gravy on the Dallas Cowboy owners being racist. Yeah, he racist.
Like when you
shout out to LeBron for finally putting that on black, even though it took an NBA player to put an NFL owner on blast about him being racist.
Oh, I said this last week. I had never been more proud of LeBron James doing what he did, because it was really putting mainstream media on blast too, of how they pick and choose what they want to, you know, the subjects and situations they want to drive into the ground. You know, particularly when it comes to black people in general. You want to talk about Kyrie over and over and over, and he didn't even say nothing. All he did was posted a link. But when the Jerry Jones picture shows up, now granted, it was a picture, and you know, the picture didn't do anything to me, doesn't do anything for me. But it's funny how we sweep that shit under the rug.
Yeah. And nothing was done to Jerry Jones, like, at all.
Brett Favre, another situation. Now, his shit is criminal. But it's funny how that shit gets swept under the rug.
Yeah, I didn't hear too much about Brett Favre's joint at all. It's like you hear about it, the after effects. Like, okay, well, Brett Favre's a terrible human being. Well, we didn't hear nothing about Brett Favre when he was playing footballs and winning championships and this, that, and third. He's MVP. He's probably one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time and blah, blah, blah. But we didn't hear nothing about that when it was going on. And it didn't just happen. He's been doing this for years.
And when you're talking about stealing money from welfare, like Mississippi's in poverty line is the worst in the country. So you stealing from the brokest motherfuckers in America. But you don't hear nothing about that. But you hear about Kyrie Irving posting a link, right?
Yeah, we heard about Kyrie. Kyrie didn't say nothing.
And
they
you know,
Kyrie to apologize, and they fined him, they suspended him the whole time.
And what did I say to you about a month ago? Why ain't nobody coming to Amazon? They're the stream service that's carrying it. Well, people tried to say something to Amazon. Amazon said 2 weeks ago, we're not taking the movie down. Period. They said we're not taking the movie down. Have you heard anything about Amazon since then? And they said, nope, we're not taking it down. No. So,
because after that we had Cyber Monday. That's the only thing you heard about Amazon since then.
Exactly.
Ain't hear nothing about Amazon. Y'all still shop on Amazon, so you're not gonna get nothing bad. And Amazon's not gonna take it down.
No, Amazon's not going to take it down. For one, I mean, they could be sued if it was taken down, because now you're messing with freedom of expression.
Correct.
But we'll talk about Kyrie Irving, though.
Oh yeah, like we said, Kyrie's a figurehead. Kyrie's a person, an actual physical entity that you can place the blame on. Amazon is like bigger than Kyrie Irving, a lot bigger. You can't sue Amazon. You can sue Kyrie Irving.
But sue Kyrie Irving for what? For posting a link? I mean, that, you know.
I mean, I feel what you're saying, but it's like, Kyrie ain't had no place. Now, what I don't agree with Kyrie, I can't even say I disagree with Kyrie about that, but I guess the views that was expressed, and they felt that Kyrie had no place. Posting the link, expressing that. That's, I guess, was the whole thing that upset everybody. But it wasn't his views.
I mean, but you know what? I bet if that, never mind. I ain't gonna go there. But I'm not. Kanye West, sir. What do you think of Kanye West?
I don't. That's a headache for another day. But to be fair, though, he kind of ties into all this. He ties into all this in kind of a big way, especially nowadays with all this going on. Is Kanye really crazy? Yes, but to be fair, maybe he's on to something. Maybe we're just cutting him off. Maybe we're dropping his mic way too soon. Maybe he's on to something.
I think the biggest mistake that anybody can do, particularly in today's society, is call somebody crazy. Just because somebody doesn't see things the way we see them doesn't make them crazy. It just means they have a difference of opinion. I'm not saying that I agree or defending anything Kanye does. I don't defend anybody who says anything positive about Adolf Hitler and is posting a SWAT sticker. I think that is out of bounds, out of pocket, out of line, out of everything. But the last thing I will do is call anybody crazy. I'm not going to call anybody crazy because they have a difference of opinion. That's just their mind just works different from mine, or works, and people whose minds work different from the masses doesn't make them crazy. But again, I don't support anything that somebody puts out about Hitler. That's just dumb. That is just dumb.
There you go.
That is just dumb as fuck. But I'm not gonna say crazy.
He's a genius in his own right.
Only thing I say Kanye and genius to is musically. I ain't gonna say genius to anything else. Because I'm sorry, posting anything about Hitler and saying, hey, I love Hitler. No, that's just stupid. That may be your opinion, but I disagree. But I'm not gonna call you crazy. I'm not gonna call you crazy. Now, I tell you what is crazy: $200,000 a month in child support. That's crazy.
That's nuts, dog. Like, first of all, I ain't heard a Kanye album in a minute. Where he getting $200,000 a month for child support?
Well, Kanye dropped an album last year and it was actually pretty good, but still.
$200,000 on child support, though. Man, look, he better drop that ghost joint on Power joint. $200,000 on child support. Look, he messed with the right one has babies, dog. Let me tell you that much.
Man, he got 4 kids. That's $50,000 per child. Hey, rich black men, think about them nuts before you bust them. Think about that. Might be an expensive pleasure time. That might be an expensive climax, guys, because these people ain't playing. Boy, you hey, for something that you did in 5 seconds may cost you a lifetime worth of money. I'm just saying, especially if you having a child with the wrong woman. Oh my goodness.
With the wrong ones. Let's be real about it. With the wrong family.
Oh my goodness. A family who is nothing but clout chasers. That's it.
That's it. That's what they got famous by.
Exactly.
$100,000.
$200,000 a month. That is $2.4 million for the year.
For a year. Till they hit 18. And what if them kids ain't here? What if them kids ain't here? What if them kids ain't here?
You are not.
You can't get none of that back. That's $2.4 million a year. That's per child. Per year. So 2 definitely is, right?
Northwest. I don't know the rest of them damn kids' name. I don't know.
So 2 is definitely here. So we're going $2.4 million per child.
No, 2.4 million. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So, yeah, $200,000 a month. That's roughly $50,000 per child. This is just the main question. What the hell do you need $200,000 a month in child support for?
Right. Them kids don't need $200,000 for nothing.
Not a month?
Not a month, nah. Them kids they not that expensive. Your kids don't need that type of money per month for nothing.
For nothing.
For nothing. And if anything, you got money. It's equal parenting on that. I don't.
And he's paying for and aside of the $200,000 per month, he's paying for all the education.
Well, there's public school.
Right.
Public school free.
Right.
Just a thought. Where's that $200,000 come into play at?
Bro, that's all the president get paid per year. And you talking about per month?
Per month. I'm like, man, that's $4.8 million for the 2 kids.
No. Total, $200,000 a month. You multiply that by 12 months. That's $2.4 million per year. But I'm just like, bruh, what do you?
But don't he got 2 with her?
No, 4. He has 4 with her.
He's got 4. Oh my God, Dad. You know how much money? Man, he better rob Fort Knox.
He better get in that lab and start dropping them hits. And that's the hard part about it, because with all of this anti-Semitic shit and everything he got going on, who's going to want to work with him?
Album again.
Who's going to want to work with him?
9 plus 2, 4, 6, 8. You might as well call it $10 million a year. Oh, till it hit 18. Oh, man, he broke. He real broke. He super broke. Oh, man, he might as well call it a day.
Hey, he was selling T-shirts out the side of the trunk of his car from some of those places that dropped the endorsements with him, which actually wasn't a dumb thing to do.
$500 a piece?
No, he was selling for $25 a
He's making a
piece.
good net child support. Man, unless he the $5 T-shirts, nah, man, he better be selling bricks of dope. Yeah, with a T-shirt, bricks of dope. Making a ding in that child support. Oh my goodness, he is screwed. Bruh, what has he done? We better hit Trump up for some money.
Hey man, he better start cranking out some hits. He better start selling some beats or something.
Man, he better reincarnate Michael Jackson.
Right.
Get Prince up out the ground. Be like, Prince, I need some hits like ASAP. Like, man, you better get with some of these young rappers. And be like, look, let me get some of your royalties or something. You better claim Rihanna, baby. Claim Rihanna, baby, on his taxes.
He better claim somebody.
Because the way he going, he already in the ground. Jesus, $200,000 a month.
$200,000 a month.
Oh my!
I'm not saying that Kanye is crazy, but I'm saying $200,000 a month. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, whatever judge pound the gavel on that and agreed to that. Oh my goodness, that judge needs to be shot in the face. Why do you agree to something that's gonna come? I thought Nas's child support, the old girl, was crazy at $50,000 a month. Oh, Nas is probably hit him up and was like, "Yo, son, word to God, son. Yo, that's crazy, B. It's crazy."
I don't know. Maybe they might want to do an album together. I don't know.
Nah, he ain't doing no album. Nas no better than that.
Yeah, I know.
Nah. Nah. He ain't brave enough heart for that. That's crazy, bro. Oh my goodness. Where do you even come up with $200,000? You can't even go to your bank and be like, "Yo, Mr. West, we noticed some strange activity on your account. $200,000 a month is coming out your child. It's coming out there for chisel."
But then again, there lies. We hear about that $200,000 a month more than we hear about Jerry Jones.
You're right. But Kanye did it to himself. Jerry Jones, he's been doing it. I mean, Jerry Jones, he's been doing this for over 50 years, I'll say. Over 50 years. I mean, it's nothing to do with Jerry Jones. I mean, through all the things that happened over the decade with George Floyd and Colin Kaepernick, you haven't heard nothing about Jerry Jones. And you won't. It's not in his wheelhouse. Because it's not about him making money. It's not about him furthering he's not even a millionaire, he's a billionaire. That's the thing. Yeah, Jerry Jones ain't worth, because the Dallas Cowboys are worth a couple of billion. That's right. Yeah, a couple of billion. So the struggles of the black race don't affect Jerry Jones.
Of
except
course
once
not.
they play for the Dallas Cowboys.
Of course not. But let me keep it football here with you. So, who do you think the best team? Okay, so the Eagles have the best record at 12-1, followed by Buffalo and Minnesota. They have 10-3 records, and Kansas City has 10-3 records. So, who do you think is the best? Who do you think? Obviously, the Eagles have the best record, but do you think they're the best team?
As of right now,
Yeah.
so you ask me the team that I think would be going to the Super Bowl?
Well, do you think that they're the best team right now?
That's a hard one. I mean, as far as those 4 teams, I mean, they're up there.
I mean, nobody believes in Minnesota with their 10 wins. The Cowboys have 10 wins as well.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, I'd have to go with the Eagles. Yeah. I mean, right now, they the hot ones right now. They hot right now. They got the formula.
Do you think the Buccaneers are going to miss the playoffs?
They on top of the division. I can see
They're
it.
on top of the division by a game. They're 6-7. The Carolina Panthers actually control that. The Carolina Panthers are 5-8. If the Panthers went out, they would make the division. That's a fat chance to me, but you never know.
Right. You never know. I mean, this whole year has been just like off the road. I can see it. At this point, I really do think they're just looking at just ride it out, and at the end of the year, Brady's a free agent, and that's about it. They'll cut ties either way.
Oh, I think so too. I mean, to be honest, Brady hasn't looked good. I mean, their offense has looked horrible this year. It has.
It really has. Yeah, it really has. And the fact that they brought in like a Julio Jones, and Julio Jones
Looks old. Julio Jones looks washed, and I hate to say that.
Yeah, and it's really bad to say that about Julio.
Yeah. So let's get your picks. We got games this week on Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We'll start off with the Thursday night game. The San Francisco 49ers, who just monkey stomp, curb stomp, elbow drop, kicked the shit out of the Buccaneers. They play Geno Smith and the Seattle Seahawks. The 49ers can win the NFC West with a victory, sir. How do you call this game?
Well, I'm going to give them a go-to on that. I'd say San Fran.
All right. Going with the 49ers. Now we go to Saturday's game. Saturday is a triple header on NFL Network. Look at that free publicity I'm giving them. The first game is...
Get a check for that.
You ain't, bruh. Who you telling? I need some money, NFL Network. I know that many people don't listen to me, but still, this could be the day. The Indianapolis Colts at the Vikings. Who you got?
What?
Colts at Vikings.
It's not the Colts. It ain't the Colts.
All right. The 4:00 game on Saturday is Baltimore at Cleveland. Who you got? Baltimore. Okay. The late game is Miami at Buffalo. Who you got?
Buffalo.
All right. Now let's move to Sunday's games. Philadelphia at Chicago.
Yeah, Philly.
Philly busting ass. They put up 48 on the Giants yesterday.
And they did look good, but the Giants equally look shitty.
That they did. The Falcons at the Saints.
Falcons.
ATL, hope. The Detroit Lions are red hot playing the New York Jets. Who do you got? Detroit at New York.
Detroit.
All right. Pittsburgh at the Carolina Panthers.
Man, Pittsburgh won one the other day. Let's see if they can keep it going. Why not Pittsburgh?
All right. Dallas at Jacksonville. You see the Cowboys damn near lost to the Texans yesterday?
I see it. They barely pulled that one out. which is really embarrassing. Really embarrassing. On top of everything else they got going on, you barely beat the Texans.
Yeah, that is embarrassing. So who you got? Dallas at Jacksonville.
Well, it is Jacksonville, so I'll call Dallas on that one.
All right. Kansas City at those aforementioned Houston Texans.
Kansas City.
All right. Arizona at Denver.
Arizona.
Okay. New England at the Raiders.
New England.
He said that quick, too. Look at him standing by his team. He's saying it with his chest.
No, it's just the Raiders. Come on now. Mm-mm.
Yeah, they did
Baker
just lose to
Mayfield,
Baker
yeah.
Mayfield. They lost to Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield beat him single-handedly. I know there was defense involved, but Baker Mayfield beat him. Baker Mayfield beat the Raiders. Bill Belichick could beat the Raiders right now.
Tennessee at the
No.
Los Angeles Chargers.
Chargers.
Cincinnati at Tampa Bay.
It was a tough one. Cincinnati.
Oh my goodness, he's picking against Brady. I'll be damned.
I don't know, man. It's a tough one, but I know Joe Burrow looks good.
Oh,
Looks good.
Burrow is that boy. I tell y'all, believe in Burrow and them Bengals.
Yeah.
New York Giants at the Washington Commanders, Sunday Night Football.
Sunday Night Football. The Commanders on that one.
All right, and next Monday night, the Rams at the Packers. Baker Mayfield and the Rams at the Packers.
Is he starting?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll start.
He'll start. You know what? Do I see him beating Aaron Rodgers on any given Sunday? No. But you know what? Just for shits and giggles, why not?
Going with the Rams?
Why not?
Okay, well,
Mayfield in that.
David's picks are as follows: 49ers, Vikings, Ravens, Bills, Eagles, Falcons, Lions, Pittsburgh, Dallas, Chiefs over the Texans, Arizona over my Broncos, Patriots over the Raiders, Chargers over the Titans, Bengals over the Buccaneers, Commanders over the G-Men, and the Rams over the Packers. Does that sound about right?
Yeah. Why not? Go Baker Mayfield.
Oh, guess who else is playing this week?
Playing this week.
These nuts. I've been waiting.
Watch out. Got him.
Got him. Oh, but that is embarrassing how the Cowboys almost lost to the Texans and the Raiders losing to Baker Mayfield flat. I mean, as soon as he got off the plane. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy shit. Yeah. Baker Mayfield ain't even got his shoes on the right feet. And then there it is, lost.
Exactly. Well, bro, it's almost Krumma time, dog. When you coming down?
The 20. We're coming in. 24.
Christmas Eve, huh? Coming down Christmas Eve.
Yep, Christmas Eve, 24.
Boy, we're going to have some eggnog ready.
Yeah, you gotta have the eggnog ready, bro.
Gotta have the eggnog.
And the chitlins.
And I got the chitlin saved for you, bro.
You got the chitlins? All right, good luck.
You got the chitlin saved for you, bro. And I know Gabby eats the chitlins too, so I got the chitlin saved for her too.
You got the chitlins saved for you too. All right, but yeah. All right, good luck, bro.
Yes, sir.
That about it?
That about it, bro. I'm gonna get at you, bro. All right, bruh.
Take your time, bruh.
Time is being taken, bruh. Hey, bruh.
Hey, bruh.
Later, nigga.
Hey, man.
Alright. Boy, that old Cousin David always never lets me down. Ever. But let's see. Let's have some fun here.
Hello?
How you doing, sir?
Calvin not here right now. Can I take a message?
Calvin's not here. Where he at?
Bob.
Where Calvin at?
He's sobbing
He's sobbing. What's he sobbing about?
about the shellacking we got.
Well, who is we? If this ain't Calvin, oh, you a Tampa Bay Bucks fan too?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Well, tell Calvin I wasn't calling to talk long because I got some things to do. But all I'm gonna say is,
Okay.
that was a pretty bad ass whooping.
Yeah, that was a shiny ass whooping too. I can't believe they've been waiting on that ass. They've been waiting to give him that ass whooping for a minute. That was a tailor-made ass whooping. And he made sure, and we made sure that we played our part in the ass whooping.
Oh,
We sorry, man.
oh,
Like, we're not even running. You know what I'm saying? Like, we man, if you just watch this shit, ain't nobody hustling to the. It's a lot, man. That nigga Tom Brady can't throw the ball deep. I think he drew Brees 2 years ago.
oh, and by the way, yes, we are on wax right now. I got you live. I wanted to get your initial reaction once you answer the phone because you never let me down.
Oh shit, man! I thought you snuck up on me there. Yeah, but he can't throw the ball. It's like he can't throw the ball deep or something. And then fucking Bo stand there with that fucking grin on his fucking face. That's one thing I miss Aaron, Bruce Arians. So at least he held people accountable.
Yes,
Like,
he did. Very much so.
Yeah, so it's both their fault. It's a number of people's fault, but they damn sure ain't gonna blame Tom Brady. But it's gonna be Todd Bowles that gets the blame. Which
They need to blame Tom Brady. Tom Brady playing like shit.
yeah, man, he can't throw. It's like, well, he could do Mike Evans owe the nigga some money or something? Or is he like, because he would not throw the ball to that cat, man.
Well, I do remember there was one play where he threw him and he connected for a touchdown, but it was called back because of offensive holding.
That little dumbass hold. That was a dumbass holding call. They know we sensitive. You know you can't do us like that early in the fucking game. You know what I'm saying? You know we sensitive. We're a sensitive ass team.
Not a sensitive ass team. Well, you're still in first place, sir.
Yeah, well, shit. And you know what? If we go to the playoffs and we do some shit in the playoffs, then I would never argue with a nigga that said the NFL is rigged again. Now, because we were set, you know what I'm saying? Because we were set up for the last 2 weeks to just win. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, the Kansas City shit, I get it. You know what I'm saying? The Pittsburgh game, we played. I don't know, man. I stopped watching that shit. I stopped watching it.
But yeah, you really should have lost to the Rams and the Saints.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, it's not out of the realm of possibility to say that Tampa Bay should have about 9 losses. But you don't. I mean, look at my team. I mean, we scored 28 points in a loss, and I was celebrating like we won the motherfucker. I was like, holy shit, we actually can play some offense.
Yeah, but it's kind of like, all right, it's kind of like a nigga that don't got no car. He is not as stressed as a nigga that had a car and it broke down. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
So, like, I done put all this mental energy into this fucking Cadillac, and the bitch is overheating. The bitch won't fill out the driveway.
Not the Cadillac, Cadillac.
Oh, see? Oh, you heard of my boy, huh?
Oh, yeah.
I got a song I want to send you that nigga made, too. I think.
Man, you the one who put me on the Big Crit.
Yeah.
It used to be your ringtone, bruh.
Hey, you know what? I know you gotta go, but you know what? I be sitting. It make me mad when I talk about that nigga. So like, he one of them niggas that if something was to happen to him, then the world would be like, oh, this nigga was sweet.
Right, you know, yeah, they would give him his flowers once he gone.
You know what I'm saying? No, look at him. He's and then they would see him for what he is. But because the nigga can go a whole album about committing a felony or tell you to do some dumb shit, then we don't play the nigga. You know, they don't play the nigga.
Exactly. No, Crit is real. Crit is he a real ass dude.
Hey, a musician with sharps and flats and day crescendos and retards and it's music. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But that's I get mad when I start talking about shit like that.
Well, let me get your picks, sir. Let me get your picks. Okay, so we got football this week, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. You know it's late in the season. Well, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So, the Thursday game, the San Francisco 49ers, who just put that unmerciful ass whooping on y'all, they can clinch their division if they beat the Seattle Seahawks, who took
You know what?
an unexplained L yesterday.
And they better beat them, too. They better beat them 35-7.
So you go with the 49ers?
I am.
All right. Now on the Saturday's game, the 1 o'clock Saturday game is Indianapolis at Minnesota. Who you got?
Minnesota.
Yeah, they need to get right because those red-hot Detroit Lions did them in. The Lions playing some ball, bruh.
Yeah.
The 4 o'clock game Saturday is Baltimore at Cleveland. Boy, you talking about a team that's in trouble. I think the Ravens are in trouble. But who you got?
Baltimore.
All right.
We lost to both them niggas.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Damn, you sure did. Damn. Late game Saturday is Miami at Buffalo. Buffalo going with.
Remember we was talking about this shit needs to be wrapped up. Remember when the first week of the year, it was like, oh no, it was not the first week. It was like the second week. We were like, this shit need to be wrapped. We gotta wrap this shit up.
Oh yeah.
I think this is wrapping up.
Absolutely. Okay, so on the Sunday's games, Philadelphia at Chicago.
Philadelphia.
They better take care of business in that game because Justin Fields, he is not to be trifled with. So Philadelphia better take care of business. They don't want to fuck around with the Bears.
Yeah.
Atlanta at the Saints.
I'm going with the Saints.
Okay.
Need the Saints to win because the Saints are out of it, right?
No, they're not. Nobody in your division is out of it.
Ain't that thought of? Biatch.
The Carolina Panthers control their own destiny. If the Carolina Panthers win out, they would win the division.
Okay.
So next game, the Detroit Lions at the New York Jets. That's going to be a damn good game.
Yeah.
We're talking offense versus defense.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the defense then. I'm going to go with the Jets.
All right. Pittsburgh at Carolina.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, you need Pittsburgh to win that game.
Well, I do, but I think they can. I think somehow they're going to find a way to beat them anyway.
Dallas at Jacksonville. Cowboy fans are bragging for barely beating a one-win Houston team. They should all be kicked in the throat.
Dallas.
Kansas City at Houston.
Kansas City.
Arizona at Denver.
Arizona.
New England at the Raiders. Who?
Because if you pick the Raiders to win it, right, they lay an egg. So you pick them to lose, they blow people out.
Right.
I'm going to pick the Raiders again.
Okay. Tennessee at the Chargers.
The Chargers been doing the same thing the Raiders been fucking doing.
Right, exactly.
The Chargers.
Okay. Cincinnati at Tampa Bay.
Cincinnati.
Oh, you trying to put that juju on them?
No, they just gonna beat the shit out of us. Come on, now. We lost the fucking to the fucking backup.
Brock Purdy.
Yeah, that boy did play good though.
Yeah, he did.
And you mix that with the I know you gotta keep going, but mix that with the secondary, not that fucking McCaffrey touchdown. Did you see that shit?
Yes, I did.
Lined up in front of the nigga. Why are you jumping inside? Who?
Yes.
Do you think you know what I'm saying?
You said that I see the McCaffrey touchdown. Which one? He had a couple of them.
The first one.
I know the receiving touchdown. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you couple that with you know what I'm saying, everybody being hurt, and then you put that with Todd Bowles fucking Grant. I'm taking them fucking greasy back. I can't, man. Ain't nobody. It's like they don't give a shit. Man, they threw the ball to Garmin, and then they hurry up. They hand the ball off to Rashad White, and they didn't even like block. They just stood up and put their hands. It was almost like it looked like a fucking. You know how you kneel?
Uh-huh.
That's what they did. We used to play the game. We used to play Madden, and my homeboy used to say I couldn't be no coach. Because we play the game and shit, and like a nigga will fuck up. He said I couldn't be no coach. So I just slapped that big motherfucker. That's how I feel.
All right. Giants at Washington.
The fucking Giants, man. No, I'm going Washington.
Okay. And finally, the Rams. Baker Mayfield and the Rams at the Packers.
Going with Green Bay.
Going with Green Bay? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Calvin's picks are as follows: 49ers, Vikings, Ravens, Bills, Eagles, Saints, Jets, Steelers, Cowboys, Chiefs, Cardinals, Raiders, Chargers, Bengals, Commanders, and Packers. Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
Bruh, Saturday night. I need you here. I got some spade. I got some people I need. I cannot have Marcus beat me in spades again. I need you here.
But I ain't gonna have my dad. I think I might come through that jump.
I need you here, bruh. I need you to come through here at about 9:45. I need you here.
All right, tell him bring all his cowboy gear. I know he's gonna have all his stars and shit.
I will. Will do, sir.
Yeah, tell him wear his Quincy Carter jersey.
Quincy Carter. Oh my God, you went back.
I'm fucking with you.
You went back. He went back 20 years. God
Hey,
damn.
hey, let me. Well, oh shit, I know you gotta go, but I wanted to ask you something. Just call me later.
Well, ask me. Shoot. Just shoot. Let it fly.
Did you know they had a? You ever heard of the White House they used to have?
The White House?
The Dallas Cowboy White House?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, apparently it was a house they rented where they could just like, it was almost like a fraternity house, and they like part like they used to like get crazy at that job. So my next, well, that I guess that answers my next question. So I'll ask you: is that where Michael Irvin got caught with the cocaine at? Because I remember being small and watching TV and like the news feed. You know how like they would always circle the building with the location, and I thought it was a hotel.
I don't know, because as soon as you said Dallas Cowboy White House, the first thing that came to my mind was hookers and drugs.
But that's probably kind of what it was, you know.
Probably their version of the Playboy Mansion. That's what I would think of.
Yeah, because I heard it, because I seen Michael Irvin talking about it, and you know what I'm saying. I'm like, I never heard of this. Brandon nobody ever mentioned.
I never heard of that.
So he got in trouble or something. And, you know, Jerry Jones was like, look, just tell me what's going on, you know, what the fuck, you know? And he told Jerry Jones, he's like, I was just trying to do the wrong thing the right way.
Okay. All right, well, we shall elaborate that on a different date, sir, but I will holler at you. And, yeah, I need you on Saturday, bruh.
All right, okay.
You better bring your ass through.
All right, what time?
I said about 9:45, 9:45 at that night.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Later.
All right.
Big C wanted to catch him off guard, because when I be calling him, he'd be like, oh, Lord, what you want? And I wanted to catch that on wax. But all right, before we get out of here, let me give you the Genius at Work's pick. So we got San Francisco at Seattle. I think the 49ers are going to wrap the division up and beat the Seahawks on Thursday night. Saturday's games, I'm going to have to be at fucking work. The Colts at the Vikings. The Vikings need to get right. I think they will. I think they'll wrap their division up by beating the Colts. So I have them winning. Midday game, excuse me. Baltimore at Cleveland. I think the Ravens are in trouble. I think Deshaun Watson gets this victory. I think the Browns will beat the Ravens. Night game, Miami at Buffalo. I think Buffalo they're starting to see that number one seed. and they're I think they're going to get focused towards it. So, yeah, I like the Bills over the Dolphins, even though I still like Miami to make the playoffs. On the Sunday's game, I have the Eagles beating Chicago. Philly, don't mess around with the Bears. Annihilate them and annihilate them early. ATL at New Orleans. I'm going to go with the Saints because you're starting a rookie quarterback now. I'm interested to see how he looks with the Falcons, but I think the Saints will take this one, especially with them knowing that even after they blew last Monday night's game, the division is still in play. Detroit at the Jets. This is a big-time game. I like the Jets, though. We have offense versus defense. I got to agree with Calvin. I'm going to go with defense to win this game. Jets have to win this. Pittsburgh at Carolina. Carolina now knows that they control their own destiny. I think they'll take that momentum, plus with their win against Seattle. I think they'll beat the Steelers in this game. It'll be a low-scoring, rugged game, but I like the Panthers. Dallas at Jacksonville. Want to put that juju on them. Go Jaguars, go, but I'm picking the Cowboys. Kansas City at Houston. Yes, I like the Chiefs. Nothing more needs to be said. Arizona at Denver. I like Arizona. Nothing more to be said. Russell Wilson probably won't even play. That might not be a bad thing. New England at Vegas. I'm going to pick Vegas just because I think they have more offense than Belichick's defense will be able to handle. Plus, I think the Raiders are embarrassed by losing to Baker Mayfield and the Rams. Tennessee at the Chargers. Ooh, this is a big game. Both teams need to win. I'm going with the Titans. The Chargers win games you think they're going to. Chargers lose games that you think they're going to win. So I'm going with Tennessee. Cincinnati at Tampa. Interesting to see what the status of Boyd and Higgins are going to be, but I'm going to roll with Cincinnati because they're hot. They are hot. Burrow and them boys. I like Cincy. Giants at Washington. I'm going to roll with the Commanders. The Giants are free-falling, but that tie, I'm telling you, is going to help them. So top that with, I think, Seattle losing. I think Detroit is going to lose. I think both Washington and the Giants will maintain their playoff spots. And I have the Packers beating the Rams at Green Bay. All right, so with that being said, where the buzzer, where the buzzer, where the buzzer? It is Christmas time, and yes, I will probably be doing another jingle at the beginning of the next episode of Sports Plus Life. I may do 2 of them because I like to do between 3 and 4 during the Christmas season, and I was just late to the party dealing with things as far as my teeth and whatnot. But I definitely want everybody to be safe out here. Definitely another shout out to those Springers from Highland Springs as we brought home that state championship. And again, let them boys just chill this week before their Christmas break. Okay, so this is your boy Brandon Brevon Towns. Don't forget to hit that subscription button and become part of the Sports Plus Life family, as well as the Brandon Brevon Towns family. I just posted up a new playlist today called Holiday Fun. It's a mixture of current day hip hop and R&B with Christmas music sprinkled in there. So I think everybody will enjoy that, especially if you're having a Christmas kickback, something you can just throw on there and press play. Again, that is, go to Brevon Towns on YouTube and you'll see it right there. DJ Braveezy, Holiday Fun. That is definitely fun indeed. Okay, and definitely again another shout out, Heather's Craft Havens. Hit up my sis. Custom made designs, accessories, you name it, she can do it. So it's your boy Brandon Brevon Towns wishing you a very, very, very wonderful week. I'm out this beer. Peace, and I love you. HS, baby.